51 years ago. It makes it in 1974. Peter Benchley's Jaws released in the public media, and the book was a huge successful. And as it 1 year later, which is it makes it 50th anniversary of Steven Spielberg's iconic horror film of all time, is Jaws, same title with the book. It is also made it in the history as the one of the best shark movie ever made. And also rise Steven Spielberg's popularity as in his career. And of course, today I'm gonna talk about the 50th anniversary of Jaws. Even though that was like last week, I think, but I can't shoot it right now. My apologies on that, but it doesn't matter. We're still in July. So, I like to talk about this film's history along with the differences, as in not differences with the book, but some differences. Okay, let's get started. Like I said, this movie based on the book by Peter Benchley, who also made a cameo in the movie as a news reporter. And also, the Steven Spielberg is it's one of his earliest films before he became a big name director, even to this day. And of course, this movie turns out to be Steven Spielberg is not very much proud of it, even though this movie is loved by many people. It rise up in a pop culture, but Spielberg is still not a fan because of the mechanical shark is keep malfunctioning. I hope I pronounced that right. Malfunctioning. I think I did it now. It's a story about a shark attacks around the Amity Island, which is, I suppose, is a real life island. Who knows? Which is he eat blood of people who goes out from swimming. And of course, three men goes after him to hunt him down for good. And yeah, even though Richard Dreyfuss, one of the actors, says along with Roy Scheider and Robert Shaw, it's gonna be a great film, but it's just bitch to shoot. I mean, that what it means is basically he's rather watching the film is good, but making the film is a pain in the ass. And also the characters in the film, in case you don't know, Roy Scheider plays the main protagonist, which is Chief Brody, Martin Brody. Robert Shaw plays iconic character Quint, and Richard Dreyfuss, of course, Matt Hooper. And those three are so far one of the best trio in the horror film I ever saw. Like, one of the best trio ever. Before Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. You probably wondering why I'm comparing them. Because it's the only other trio that there's no women. You know, like Harry, Ron, Hermione, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, those type of trios. Yep. And even there's a Lord of the Rings trio too, but I'm not sure which one is the official. Anyway, let's not get off the topic. Well, the Jaws is, like I said, Steven Spielberg is never proud of this work because of the shark himself, but overall, this movie was loved by many fans and critics, and of course, it won Oscar from the editing. Yeah, this movie won Oscar, and probably only shark movie won Oscar. And maybe that's the way it is. After Jaws' success, there's thousands of more shark movies out there which never became successful. Maybe besides Meg. That one is good. Only the first Meg movie was good. Of course, Jaws spawned 3 sequels, which is there. None of them are great. Which is the second movie the shark somehow comes back to life. And the third film, which is shot in 3D. And one of the worst 3D films ever. It takes place on a freaking SeaWorld. You heard me right. Shark in a freaking SeaWorld. And the fourth film, called Jaws the Revenge, it won Golden Raspberry for the worst film ever made, for the worst effects and everything. Like, the book doesn't have any sequels. Why are they milking the Jaws or shit on its legacy? Money, that's for sure. I bet Spielberg never loved these movies too. Anyway, guys, that's all I have to say. And also, I want to share some other facts that Shark's iconic "smile, you son of a bitch" line, of course, which is, oh boy, everybody copied it. Yep, you heard me right. They copied all other shark movies out there. Just dumb idea. Anyway, thanks for watching. Happy 50th anniversary, Jaws. I still have plenty of time, I guess, before this shark enter here. Anyway, did I mention one of my mom's cousin named Tuche also has a phobia from this film? Yeah, she watched this movie when she was young, and she has a traumatized back then with the swimming in the ocean. I agree with her, and still coming, I guess. Yeah, that son of a bitch is still coming. Anyway, so the thing I want to mention is also this movie recommended to me my grandmother, who keep saying to me when I was drinking soup as a kid, she says, you open your mouth like Jaws. And I was like, what is Jaws, Grandma? And I looked it up to the internet, and I find out what it is. It's the greatest sharks movie of all time. And also, oh my god, it's getting closer. And this year's will be my mom's 50th birthday too, along with the Jaws. They born with the same year.